How do you ensure full spiritual well-being for ourselves in such a broken down and destroyed world as the one that we now live in? Another way of looking at spiritual well-being is to say we have spiritual assurance. This is different to spiritual certainty, which is being sure of what we have. Rather, it is being sure of where we are going, and the road that we are on. It would be understandable given the way the world is going, that any normal person would have doubts as to whether God has not in fact made a mistake, and only thinks that he is in control. Let me assure you that he is totally in control. He made everything. And everything holds together because of him. And so, we can be sure of everything, behind the scenes, even when we don't see it in plain sight. John opens his epistle in John 1:1-4, with the words, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men." One of the many names of Jesus is the Word. And here we see that everything was made through him, and he is the one and only way to reach God. As Jesus himself said, in John 14:6, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father, except through me." There is no way to reach God the Father, except through faith in Jesus Christ. Paul explains what this means in Colossians 1:16-17, by saying, "For by him all things were created, that are in heaven, and that are on earth, visible, and invisible, whether thrones, or dominions, or principalities or powers. All things were created through him, and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist." He created everything which holds authority over us, and he is in total control, and so, all these things are firstly under his authority. They may have authority over us, but it's good to know that he is over them. Jesus, being the Creator, lets us in on a critical truth in John 14:27, that, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." He actually reveals that it is, "My peace I give to you," and that it is, not as the world gives. When you think of peace, what do you think of? A nice sunny day, on the beach, with comfortable temperatures, refreshing cold drinks, and plenty of tasty food. His peace comes despite these things being lost, missing, or destroyed. Even when the circumstances of life are hard, or even downright dangerous, we can have real peace, and this can give us real assurance, which leads to complete well-being spiritually, and assurance of your future. And, as far as God thinking he is in control, when he really is not. He lets us in on a not-so-little secret by stating in John 16:33, that, "I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation. But take heart, I have overcome the world." He tells us that we will have trouble in this life, otherwise called tribulation, but despite looking like it is out of control, we can have real peace that he will give us. It may look like he is not in control, but it does not come as any surprise to him. And it should not come as any surprise to us either. We are told that we will have troubles. But, his peace is always available to us. He could not promise peace to us, if he did not have total authority to give it in the first place. In other words, unless he was not first of all, in control.